I'm talking to you about destiny, and today I want to talk to you about how God forms our character so that we can fulfill our destiny. In the life of King Saul, his most famous failure is found in 1 Samuel 13, where he was surrounded by Philistines, and Saul had actually won some battles previous to this pretty easily, but this one turned out to be very different. It said that they were surrounded by so many Philistines that they were as numerous as the sand on the seashore. That's verse 5 of 1 Samuel 13. And verses 6 and 7, it says that his men were so afraid that they began to hide in the rocks and behind bushes, and that they were quaking and shaking with fear. So Saul waited 7 days, which is what the prophet Samuel had told him to do, and Samuel didn't come. And Saul panicked. He freaked out. Here's the thing, though. How does God forge our character? He 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 forges our character in times of difficulty and in times of testing. And Saul had some serious problems. He had a problem with pride. He had a problem with a fear of man. This all is clear in this passage. He was afraid of what his men would think of him. He had some insecurities. And what Saul had refused to do was to seek God and open his heart up to God and say, God, this is who I am, and I need you to change me and fix me. Instead, what Saul did was he tried to hide those things. And I'm here to tell you, it won't work. If there's a flaw there, if there's something there, God is going to shine his divine light on that thing. And he'll do that repeatedly because he loves us. And he was doing that to Saul in this passage, and Saul failed the test. It became his greatest failure. And I'm sure you know the story. Samuel showed up after Saul had broken several of God's commandments and sacrificed something and done something just to try to do something desperate to get the situation under control. That doesn't work. What character is who we are when the pressure's on, when it seems like the only way out is to cheat. That's when our character is forged in adversity. And all the great men and women of God became great because in these great times of testing, they pressed in and they said, I will not be moved. Like Daniel, he said, we will not do this. Our God will deliver us, and even if he doesn't, we will not do this. That's character. Allow God to form and shape your character, because that will help you. It's inevitable. I'm sorry, it is indispensable. You have to have it as you move toward your destiny. Remember, your destiny is to change the world for Christ.